Wrong door. Hey, it's okay. Stop. Stop. Suzu. Alrighty. Suzu. Time to stop. Time to stop. I'll start the explanation once she calms down. Stop. Oh, it's right there. Oh, stop. Okay. So what time is it? I don't know. It's like just about 9 o'clock. Something like that. Close enough. For hand grenades, no issues. Oh, yeah. Okay. So. Oh, man. Suzu got beautified yesterday, by the way. All right. During this morning ride, I'm gonna explain why and what kind of happened. A lot of comments. People just, what happened? What happened? What happened? Context. What happened? And okay. Suzu. Arr. Stop it, Suzu. Quiet. Quiet. Come on, Suzu. Easy, girl. Easy, girl. Once we get off of this road here, Mickey Mantle, she'll calm down. There's a lot of construction stuff. Hey, hello. Oh, yeah. Excuse me? One, very little impact on anything. So if you have knee issues, hip issues, not a problem. This is a pedal assist. So it's got an electric motor on it. Only works when you're pedaling. Fantastic. Especially in this neighborhood. You know, with all the little hills. But I can't tell you how much we love these things. The wife and I both have them. This standing stock, $6,250. Oh yeah. Okay, the electric option is $3,000 alone. All right, so that gives you context. But yeah, you want it like this, $6,200. Around the $6,000 range. My wife has one. I think it was like $5,800. Different model called the Villager. They just came out with this model, the Max. It has a little more room. So, yeah. Okay, thank you. Wow. quiet. Alrighty. Pretty soon, she'll start to quiet. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people see this recumbent bike and they have questions. Electric ones are not cheap, that's for sure. Hell, even high quality recumbents like this without electric, they aren't cheap. And I guess that's all relative to what you think is cheap. Bum, bum, bum. Alrighty. Okay. Hookah. There we go. Okay. On the road. So what's the story? Here's the story. Prank calls. Prank calls. Now, don't get me wrong. Anybody who's been watching my live stuff, occasionally, people call my phone. I can deal with that. It's not a problem. It's not really an issue. I either don't answer it, or I take the call. But most of them, and if you've been around to hear one of them, live during a stream, they're just younger idiots that just want to, you know, interrupt the live stream. They want their how many minutes of fame. You know, and they're all incoherent idiots. They don't have valid questions, nothing to, you know, ask or hold a conversation. It's just, I did it. I was able to call the arm paper, and guess what? You know, that kind of fucking nonsense. Okay, not really a problem. The only person it affects is myself and, or, you know, the people watching the stream. That's it. No big deal. No harm. No real foul. So, what took place over the last 2 or 3 live streams was something totally different. Prank call. Now, prank call in and of itself could be funny and entertaining, but that wasn't this. That wasn't this at all. This was my iPhone would start ringing and display like I'm making a call, and my home landline would be ringing. And this just kept going on. It's like driving my wife crazy. Cookie picked up one of them and was harassing her. You know, it's just, I don't know if it was a pre-scripted, pre-recorded call. I don't know. I didn't take the call. But it was pissing my wife off to no end. And quite frankly, pissing me off too. You know, if it's something, prank call just come into my phone. Okay, let's all listen to this nonsense, because that's all it is. But it was more than that. It was spoofing my phone and dialing up my home phone, my landline. That's crazy. Some of you go, well, how did your phone number get out there? How did people find your phone number? Look, unless you have a truly unlisted number, and I mean, you know, truly unlisted number, and where the, you know, it can't be looked up, unless you're willing to pay significant money. Anybody with very little effort can look up your phone number. If you're smart enough, using the various different websites, you can get it, you know, without paying any money. But certainly for very little money, you can get anybody's phone number you want. So, no big deal. And my phone number's been out there for quite some time anyways, but no big deal. People would go, well, why don't you change your phone number? You should just change your phone number. Oh, God, please. That's idiotic. You know how many things are tied to your phone number these days? You know what a hassle it would be? Hello? What a hassle it is to change your phone number, of all the crap that you know offhand that you got to go in. I got to go to this site, change my number, got to go to that site, change my number, get a hold of this service, change my number. And then despite you trying to make sure that all that's covered, there's like a half a dozen or so that just drop through the cracks. Until, because they don't have your proper phone number, it just causes you aggravation. You know that. So, I'm not going to change the phone number. So I went online after all this kind of shit. And, you know, just searched on prank calls. Oh man, the amount of different call centers there are for you to do prank calls is astounding. Absolutely crazy. Some of these places will let you do a crank call, you know, 1 or 2 or 3 or whatever, without even having to join or anything. Maybe you got to join, but you don't have to pay anything. You know, and the most basic is pre-scripted shit. I want this kind of a phone call to go to this number. You know, and they just do it. Others, you know, are sophisticated enough to where you think this is a live phone call. You know, it's so stupid. But the really nasty ones are the ones that spoof your phone number. Spoofing call sites. Holy crap. So I did a couple of lookups. One being, is anonymity constitutionally protected? I'll get back to that later. The second was, are prank call centers legal? This kind of stuff. And basically what I saw was, for the most part, you can get into severe legal problems, okay, based on certain criteria, okay, the major one being harassment, okay. You know, if it's like an all good fun and everybody, you know, is having a good little tickle, it's not really a big deal. It's a, you know, it's a joke. It's no big deal. But when it turns into harassment, that's a problem. And that's what happened to me. That was outright fucking harassment. Now, here's another thing. All the numbnuts out there that do this kind of shit. Don't think you're immune to prosecution, because you're not. You're not, okay? Especially if you're in a state, okay, what a lot of kids will do, a lot of pranksters will do, is they'll do the prank calling, spoofing, whatever, and they'll be recording it so that all the little buddies and twerpies can play it and get a big laugh out of it and all this other stuff. But here's the problem with that. If you're doing that kind of shit without the consent of the person that you're recording, that's a legal quagmire right there, putty. That's a problem. Because most states have either a one-party consent or two-party consent. If you're doing this in a state where it's two parties that have to be consenting to the recording of the phone call, and you don't have that other party's consent, you're going to be in legal problems. So, anonymity. That's, if it's something falling under the First Amendment, of course that's, you know, covered. You know, so that's more of an issue. And why I bring that up is, I would like to see the day where if you want, quote, a social media account, the only way you can have one is to have it created in your own legal name, and it has to be verified before you can even use it. You have to prove who you are. This nonsense of people just spewing bullshit after bullshit on whatever sites and not having accountability for it, I think that's got to stop. I really think that's got to stop. If you're going to put something out there on the internet, you need to be accountable for it. Just my thoughts. I know many of you will go, no, we're all protected under the First Amendment. Yeah, all right. I get that. And all you cowards out there that hide behind anonymity to spew your fucking hatred and nonsense and just generally harass people. We got to declare war on you people. We all have to declare war on you people. Well, those are my thoughts. Yeah. Woo-wee. Oh, downhill. So that's why I just ended up saying I don't need the aggravation of my wife getting friggin' pissed off, and I don't need Cookie picking up a phone and feeling that and getting abused by whatever's going on the other end of it. She has no clue what's going on with this shit. I just don't need it. So if all you came here for was an explanation, you can go bye-bye. You don't have to watch this video anymore. If you want to be along for the ride and little Zuzu, fine, hang out. Woo-wee. Here. Right. Hey. Let's here. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Zuzu no Tom. Ta-da!